Have you ever been accused of being a narcissist? Of course you have, because if you're dealing with a narcissist, they will accuse you of being a narcissist. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 responses when the narcissist accuses you of being the narcissist. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert, and I've dealt with all of them for years. And of course, I've been called a narcissist many times, and I know that you've been called a narcissist many times. So if you're new here, welcome to our world, to our community. I am so glad that you are here. You are in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell because we're here to support you. We're here to empower you. This is your place, your community, so that you can start to heal, become empowered, and start creating new, real strategies to break free and start your new life. How do you respond when they start calling you a narcissist? First of all, it's a tactic, a common tactic to deflect, to manipulate you, because they know that it's the one thing that's going to drive you crazy, right? It's the one thing that is going to be like, what are you talking about? Because you're going to be the like, I've given you everything. I've poured my soul into you. I've literally done it. How can you call me this? My whole life has been you, right? That is how they bait you, they trigger you, and then you're sucked down, dragged down in it. Don't go there. Don't go there. So the first thing I'm going to say to you is, first of all, I always say I always wear jade. I'm half Chinese. You remember I always wear jade, but never jade, never justify, argue, defend, or explain. Never go there. You just stay calm, stay composed. When they try to suck you into they go fishing, they go and then you're in it, you're down there. The first phrase that I'm going to say to you is, I hear you. I get it. I'm hearing what you're saying. You don't have to respond. You don't have to say anything. You can just say, I hear you. I don't agree, but let's focus on the issues. I hear what you're saying. I don't agree, but let's focus on the issues at hand. Just stay calm. Stay composed, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to push your buttons. I've had this happen in all sorts of situations, in all sorts of scenarios, personal situations, professional situations. I've had other attorneys call me this. I mean, in a mediation, I've had opposing counsel, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to bait you. They're trying to goad you. You just have to put that invisible shield down around you and just, okay, I hear what you're saying. Be like Teflon. It just rolls right off of you because you just know what they're trying to do. They're trying to bait you. They're trying to trigger you. Look at them as if they're a toddler having a tantrum on the floor. Toddlers say, I hate you. Okay, I hear you. I get it. I don't agree with what you're saying, but all right, let's focus on the issues at hand. Stay calm, stay composed. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. The second thing is you're going to just reflect on the accusation and then ask for specifics from them. So you can just say, oh, really? That's interesting that you say that. I always say, like, instead of getting angry, get curious. Can you give me specifics? Instead of like getting angry, I can just say, oh, that's interesting. Why would you say that? Oh, that's interesting. What makes you think that? And then they can get more and more, but you just get more like you're just sort of like Inspector Clouseau, like, oh, that's interesting, because you're just sort of like reflecting, you're just getting curious, because it forces them to see that there's a lack of evidence. They'll start to say things like, oh, I had to do this because you're the narcissist, or here's all the way. There's really no backup. There's never any evidence to support the things that they say. That's the second way that you can respond. The third thing that you definitely need to do is set boundaries. And it's so crucial that you do this. One of the things that you definitely need to do always right at the beginning, I always say step 1, don't run. Step 2, make a U-turn. Step 3, break free. So step 1 is just start with establishing a barrier of respect where no matter what situation you're in, no matter what's going on, you just say, things like, I'm not comfortable with this. This approach isn't working for me. Thanks for the feedback. Things like that, where you're just establishing a boundary where this conversation is not going to happen like this, whether it's a family dispute or a professional dispute or a workplace conflict. I mean, I've been in family situations where I've had to say, listen, we can continue this conversation when it's going to be a respectful conversation. And I've been in workplace conflicts as well, where a client was being unfairly attacked, even in the middle of a deposition, where I've had to say, we will discontinue this deposition and we'll continue it when the conversation can be respectful. I'm not going to be comfortable with this, and neither is my client. You've got to set boundaries. You don't get your goals, you get your standards. You've got to redirect conversation to a place that is your standard. Be firm, yet respectful when you set your boundaries. And then that prevents the conversation from spiraling into an unproductive place. If you need more support, by the way, join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. I know that you've been dealing with this, so I know how hard it is. And if you agree with me and this is helpful so far, put a for sure in the comments below, for sure. And if you need more help in dealing with narcissists and you need more phrases, get my free phrases for disarming narcissists at disarmthenarc.com. So the next thing is facts and logic. Using facts and logic can really, really help dismantle those false accusations. And they call you a narcissist, they call you all sorts of things, and you approach with truth and it dismisses that emotional manipulation. Like, I've always acted in your best interest. Can you point out specifics where you think otherwise? In a legal case, I've said things like, hey, here are the detailed records. Here are the ways that my client has acted in the best interest. Here are the summaries. Here are the records. Here is the supporting documentation. You list out the instances. You stay in the facts. You stay away from things like always. Stay away from things like never. You stay in the facts. You stay calm. You ask for facts and logical reasoning instead of going into craziness. Always, you never stay in the facts. Point out exact. Points to specifics. Can you give me specifics, please? Stay in facts and logic. And the last one is redirecting the conversation. Now, narcissists are really, really good at this now, aren't they? But you redirect the conversation back to what's productive, back to what's focused. And this is something that I really help people do in my SLAY program and in my high conflict negotiation certification program as well. I give email templates and things like that. Don't get sidetracked by accusations. So what can you do? What can you say? Let's address the real issue here. Let's get focused back on what we can do to be productive. Let's stay away from emotional conversations. Let's go back to what we can do to resolve this. Instead of, being accused of emotional things or getting personal, what can we do to support each other moving forward? That sort of thing. I know we both want to resolve this. What can we do to do that? Redirect the conversation back to what can we do to mutually have a beneficial agreement here. What can we do to avoid unproductive conflict? Those are the ways that you can redirect conversation and stay goal oriented and focus on solutions rather than accusations. Use we language instead of you language, or I want, or you are this, because that is also really, really helpful as well. So those are 5 ways that you can respond when somebody calls you the narcissist. Which one was your favorite? I would love to know in the comments. And I'd love to know how you've had to deal with this in the past as well. Put that in the comments. Remember, stay calm, stay composed, reflect the accusation, set your boundaries, facts and logic, and redirect your conversation. You have the power to assert yourself confidently and handle these conversations with strength, with grace. If you found this video helpful, remember to like it, remember to share it, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell. If you are dealing with a narcissist in negotiations, make sure to check out my next video, which is what not to say to a narcissist during negotiations. Thanks for watching. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. You can handle any high conflict situation with confidence, with clarity. You got this. Remember, they only win if you give. And there's no reason to do that because there's so much support right here. All right. I will see you in that next video.
Shopify helps millions sell billions around the world through their digital courses, through their digital products at the touch of a button on their smartphones, on social media, however they want, including me at shop.rebeccazung.com. You can access your store from all over the world, just the touch of a button from your smartphones. Start accepting payments. Everything you need to sell online, manage orders, and develop relationships in one place and look fabulous doing it. Shopify is the commerce platform that is revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, including my own, at shop.rebeccazung.com. So right now, what you need to do is sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.